If you're building a Serie A backline or just want to tank with a fullback who can do everything, Dumfries might be the SBC. This 94 rated TOTS Honourable mentions Dumfries is coming in at around 280,000 coins, and on paper he looks like one of the best value defenders in FC 25. But how does he really play? Today we're breaking him down in full, his pace, shooting, passing and every stat tested in game. First up we have his pace. Right off the bat, Dumfries feels like an absolute train. The 95 acceleration gives him instant burst off the mark, which is rare for a player of his size, and the 96 sprint speed means he can hold a wide defensive line or overlap endlessly without gassing out. Combined with his control lengthy acceleration type, he doesn't just move fast, he powers forward with momentum. In transition, he's devastating, he can catch up to speedy wingers like Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe without needing a second gear, and going forward he creates overloads effortlessly. Negatives: his turn radius isn't the tightest. Because he's 6'2", that initial turn can feel a bit heavy in 1v1s, especially when jockeying tight spaces. Not unusable, just something to note if you like a super agile fullback. Shooting. Let's talk about something you rarely see for a fullback. He can score goals. The 94 attack positioning really stands out. If you play him as a wingback or right mid in a back five, he makes clever late runs into the box and drifts into goal-scoring positions without dragging out of shape. His 85 finishing is more than respectable for a defender. In game, I was shocked at how cleanly he struck low-driven shots across goal. Add in that 85 shot power, and you've got a player who can actually beat goalkeepers near post when you least expect it. Now the downsides, and they do exist. His long shots, which is 72, are mediocre, and anything outside of the box lacks that finesse or curve to really trouble top tier keepers. Volleys and penalties with stats of 63 and 61 are poor. Don't let him near spot kicks, and don't expect any good finishes on loose bounces. You're mostly looking at finishing from within the box or tight cutbacks. Still, for a defender, you won't find many that finish like Dumfries. Now let's move on to his passing. This is where he cements himself as a complete modern fullback. Dumfries' 92 crossing is outstanding, not just high stat-wise, but paired with that whipped pass plus playstyle, you feel every cross fire in with venom and curve. They consistently reach the target, especially in the back post switch plays. The 92 short passing and 86 long passing make him excellent in possession. In slower build-up, he never feels like a liability. He'll recycle that ball, ping it into the opposite flank, or feed your winger in stride. Vision with 80 rating is solid, not elite, but just good enough that he can get off the right pass and execute it. Curve at 86 helps with finesse through balls and backspin lofts, which matters when you're launching balls out of danger. Negatives: well, his free kick accuracy at 55 is unusable, so don't bother using him on set pieces. And because he doesn't have incisive pass, his through balls aren't surgical. They're solid, but not spectacular. We can now move on to his dribbling, which overall is 91 rated. When you look at Dumfries' size, which is only 6'2", it's clear that with his stocky frame, you'd expect him to feel stiff or sluggish on the ball. But honestly, that's not the case. His agility and balance are both sitting at 91, and that makes a huge difference in tight situations. When you take control of him, he turns much quicker than you think, especially when jockeying or under pressure on the wings. His reactions are top tier at 93, which helps massively when intercepting deflections or snapping onto loose balls. Ball control and dribbling are both in the high 90s range, which makes him more than capable when you push higher up the pitch. He doesn't feel like a flair player, and he's not going to glide on the pitch like Musiala or Elise, but he is super dependable and clean on the ball. Composure at 91 is also noticeable. He doesn't really get rattled when being closed down. You can confidently take a touch, look up, and play the next pass. Defending. Now this is where Dumfries really earns his money. Defensively, he is rock solid. You've got 94 stand tackle and 93 slide tackle, and when you pair that with the slide tackle plus and intercept playstyles, you can really feel how sticky he is in challenges. He closes down quickly, and when you lunge in, the tackles are precise. His 91 defensive awareness means that he's always in the right place, whether you are manually defending or letting the AI track runners. The best part is his 97 heading accuracy. In corners or defensive set pieces, he wins virtually everything. Combine that with the 91 interceptions and 97 heading, and you've got a fullback that can defend like a centre back. His body type makes him hard to dribble past, and he just feels so physically imposing when defending wide areas. Honestly, you can trust him to shut down some of the trickiest wingers in the game. Physicality. This is Dumfries' biggest strength, the physical presence. I'm talking 99 jumping, 98 stamina, 98 strength, and 91 aggression. It's like a tank with rocket blasters. You can run him for the full 90 and he'll still be making overlapping runs and winning duels in extra time. When he engages shoulder to shoulder, it's over. Most attackers just bounce off him. His ability to recover, to press, shield the ball, and all of that is elite. You really feel the Relentless playstyle in-game. He just never stops pressing and chasing, especially when you're playing with high intensity or counter-pressing. This physicality is just what gives him that extra tier above other fullbacks. He's just built different. So final thoughts. Is this 280k SBC worth it? Absolutely. Getting an elite level right back, you can defend like a centre back, attack like a winger, and run like a machine. There aren't really too many fullbacks in the game who feel this complete. The playstyles are perfect for what he does, and the stats back it up. And in game, he feels like exactly the numbers suggest, dominant. If I had to be critical, I'd say that the only real downside he lacks is that elite level finesse or creativity. We'll be doing tiki-taka build-up with him, and if you're looking for overlapping cutbacks or final third flair, you might want someone more agile. But if your priority is locking down the flags and dominating physically, there is nobody better at this price point. Overall, Dumfries gets a 9.7 out of 10 for me. He's a beast. If you can fit him into your team, do the SBC before it expires. I promise you, he's not just good, but game changing.